Hello and welcome to day 3 of my 10-day video challenge, which is 10 things I love, and that ought to be a lot more enjoyable than 10 things I hate. So I'm going to start straight away with number 1, wine. And anybody who reads my blog knows that I love wine. And tonight I'm drinking a really nice sweet red called a Sienna, which is served chilled and lightly spritzed, and it's really delicious. Number 2 is Popular Penguins, which are these particular books here in this orange and white binding, and they are paperback books. They cost about $10, and that's not very much money for a book. And what I like about them is how cheap they are, the fact that they're brilliant books, some really great literature in really cheap binding, which means that if somebody wants to borrow a book, or I want somebody to borrow a book so they get a chance to read it, I don't feel bad if they never bring it back, or they bring it back damaged because it didn't cost me much in the first place. Number 3 is eating. I really like food almost as much as I like drinking, and I like cooking, although I only really like cooking because I like eating. I like cooking to eat, not just for the sake of cooking, which is odd because if I'm on my own and I only have myself to cook for, then I probably won't cook because I can't be bothered. I actually like cooking for other people, but I still want to eat what I cook. Number 4 is positivity. I love loving and I love being happy, and it doesn't actually come naturally to me. It's always an effort. It's something I have to concentrate on, but it's I've found that it's just worth concentrating on. If I don't try to be positive, then I become really quite miserable, and I don't like being miserable. Number 5 is bad jokes. I really like bad jokes. I like making them, listening to them, and I'll take any opportunity that I can to repeat all the bad jokes I know. And it feels like this might be an opportunity, so I'm going to tell you about the other day when I was watching television, and I flipped over, and all I could see was the cushions on my couch. And number 6 is my cats. I love my cats, Norman and Sophie. And Sophie is the quiet little cat. She's a bit standoffish. She'll come to you for a pet, but she sort of wants to sit near you and kind of be near you. And she doesn't really play much. Whereas Norman jumps on my face in the middle of the night. Number 7, I really like getting to know people. I think I like getting to know people more than I like knowing people a lot of the time. I like the early conversations. I like finding out all these interesting things a lot more than I like knowing the people once I've found out the things. Often I find that once I've got to know a person, I won't really enjoy spending time with them anymore because I know too much bad stuff. But I'm in this awkward kind of, well, but now we're friends and I have to continue to be nice to you in spite of it kind of thing. And I'm sure other people feel it too, because I'm not that awesome that regardless of how little I get on with people, they think I'm amazing and want to idol worship me. That never happens. So I think I have a lot of very awkward friendships, basically. I like music. I love music. It's a really big part of my life. I play bass and piano and trumpet, although not very often at all. And I love listening to music. I love anything from 1930s soul and jazz right through to hip-hop and a bit of electronica and trip-hop and stuff. These days, going through the Beatles and Led Zeppelin and anything in between, as long as it's got some soul. I like Australia. I really like this country. I've moved to 3 years ago. I like the fact that even in winter, in the morning you get up and you go outside and you look up and the sky is bright blue and there's not a cloud to be seen, and it's just sort of really uplifting having that just beautiful blue sky right above you. It's on a day like that, it's really difficult to be down. And number 10, which I sort of had to squeeze in there because I'll get in trouble if I don't, is that I love my girlfriend and she's nice and stuff.